Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing slash review. Today we're taking a look at Akari from YuruYuri. This is the regular version. There is a B version of this which I have just ordered now as well. So we'll take a look at that whenever it shows up. It's essentially a translucent version of her, rather than just like a little backdrop. But it's pretty cool, so let's take a look at this one and then we'll have a look at the other one whenever it decides to show up. It's coming from Nendoroid, so it should be here fairly soon, given that they're only shipping with DHL. But let's pull her out and have a look, shall we? Oh, we got instructions, we got... apparently we got a bonus as well. Didn't realize it came with anything extra. Let's find out what that is. Oop. Feels like a base, but also we've got, if I can get it out, come on, there we go. It seems to already have been pulled out once before at least. Let's pull this off, don't need that, but this is her Akari thing where she just sort of disappears. I think it's really cute, but it is very big. It's, hold on, what is this? Oh, I think it might stand up by itself because there's like things just here rather than connecting to a base. Interesting. Alright, well, let me just get rid of the tape on my finger real quick. Be gone. Okay, well, as cool as this is, I think it'll take up a little too much space given that I'm so low on space already, so I'll just keep this in the box for now. Back in you go, Akari. Plus we got the actual acrylic version of you, so it'll be alright. It's a little difficult to do this so it's completely flat though, or else the box will kind of stick out. Let's just, in you go. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. We also have the Clubhouse Room, which is just in here. Not a 3D room like the previous figure was, but still cool nonetheless. Instructions wise, let's see if it tells us about the background. No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's take a look at this and see what this thing's deal is. It's it doesn't even have a number or anything on it. It's just kind of like a black little base thing. Okay. Let's see what you are hiding in here. I'm assuming it's just like a colored base. Or something of the sorts. Let's see. Oh no, it's is this supposed to be the club room? Perhaps? That's what I'm thinking. The 300th anniversary. Hold on. Number 300's anniversary. But what's Nendoroid number 300? Hold on, don't I own that? Wasn't that Miku? Is it? Yeah, Nendoroid 300 was Miku, wasn't it? The Miku 2.0 that we did. So I guess this was to celebrate that, but the club room floor wasn't this, was it? No, it wasn't. It was just, I know it was tatami mats, but I don't think it looked like this. Alright, well, it's kind of interesting, so I'll take it. I probably won't use it just because it doesn't match up with everything else and I can't remember it too well, so I'll just put it back in the box for now. Let's get a lower angle as well. Move you out of the way. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at here. Hopefully you are not very sticky. And we got tape. Okay. Everything's gonna pop out, of course. Get rid of this tape. Okay, base. No extra neck bit. Cool. And then we've got Akari herself. She's got like a little dent in her head that's shiny for some reason. Can I rub that out? Is that just like a random marking? It is not. Also, your arm has just fallen out. That's not ideal. Yep, you are absolutely sticky as heck. Oh, you're not very clean either. Jeez. It's kind of black back there. That's a shame. But you know how it is with Mandarake, I guess it was bound to happen eventually that we'd run into one that wasn't very good. And of course, you can't do anything about that other than just deal with it. Because they ain't about returns. And they make sure to cover their ass for that. Okay, we've got some smoke effects for when she's shooting out her buns. We've got one bun here. Should there not be a second bun? Or do I just, like, pull it off her head? I'm assuming that's what it is. Use one that's on her head. Let's see. Yeah, probably. I mean, it says pull one off there, so what's part D for? Confusion. So we got part D over there, but these ones are just like, hey, pull it off straight from her head. Oh, she lies down on her headpiece. That's really interesting. Okay, so you pull the one off and you put part D in there, and then that makes this. That's kind of weird, but I'll take it. We have this face here of her crying, because her life has gone to hell and no one cares about her. We've got this shouting one for firing off her hair buns. And then we've got like a couple effects, like blaster effects and extra hand pieces and arms and a leg. And that's pretty much it. So let's just jump onto some poses. Alright, here is our first pose. It's Akari firing her like hair bun thingamabobs. There was one scene in this in the anime where this happened. It was hilarious. I loved it. Pretty much the way this works is you just put the smoke effects on her hair where the headpieces were. Push the hair buns through the little like blast effect, and then attach that onto the smoke effect, and you're done. And that's pretty much it. And change the faceplate, and that's it. So very cool, very nice. Oh, sadly, even the smoke effects, the blast effects aren't the best in terms of cleanness. Like, I don't know who had this before me, but they did not take care of it at all. Also, I do remember now, it was actually not Mandarake that sold this one, it was AmiAmi. If you watch that big unboxing video I did, it was in there. Also, for some reason, I don't know if you can see here, but her legs and her joints are like different colors. I don't think it's going to come out too well on the video, but like in real life, it's glaringly obvious. Everything's crazy sticky, and honestly, it kind of looks like someone spilled a drink on this thing. But AmiAmi's kind of a pain to deal with. They're always like, make sure you have the physical paper, because, or if you don't have that, you're lying. That came in the box, and it didn't come with a paper receipt. If you watch that unboxing video I did on the big box, which it was a pain to try and prove it when I did have issues with some of the stuff. So I'm just gonna say screw it. I'll just give her a quick wash off and deal with all the issues. But that's this pose, so let's jump into the final pose. I'm gonna only do 2 for this one just because the transparent version kind of covers a couple of the other poses that she does here. And so just so we can, you know, see some stuff on both of them, I'll leave some poses for that one later. Anyway, let's move on to the final pose. Alright, here's our final pose for Akari. She's dead. That's it. End of video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye. But pretty much, yep, this is her giving into all the depression of everyone ignoring her and just crying and being forgotten. That was, I mean, it was kind of a funny scene, if I'm being honest. I loved her kind of like gimmick of not being noticed, even though she's kind of got that main character vibe to her going on. So she just kind of sits on the head bun over there, and that just plugs into the base at the back, and then you kind of just lie her down, having an existential crisis. It's a good pose. I like it, but only problem is if I display it on a shelf, it's gonna look like she's floating. You'd have to display it at an angle, or even maybe Like this, I don't know. It doesn't. It's not the best for display unless you look at it from an angle. But if you look at it straight on, it's just like, why is this girl floating in midair? Kind of weird. But honestly, this is my favorite pose out of all of them. It's a shame, but I probably won't display her as this just because it won't make sense looking at it like that. So yeah, that's it. As for score, there's nothing really breakable other than this top thing. I'm gonna take off a point for age just because I'm sure all of them will have aged not too well. But other than that, do you have any issues? I mean, I guess you could use a couple more poses that are separate from the B version, but I guess it is a B version, so they are essentially the same thing, so won't take off a point for that. Just one for age, and yeah, that's it. It's a shame that she's not clean, so I'm gonna take off 10 points from Ami Ami. Gosh darn it. Do some checkups on your Nendoroids, guys. Make sure no one spilled drinks or have any weird marks on them before you sell them. But oh well, I'll give her a 9 out of 10 for her figure herself. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands, but if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for more Nendoroid content, and I will see you all in the next one. Oh, Friday's video, by the way, is gonna be really cool, so stick out and keep an eye out for that. Alright, bye!